The Giants fall to 1-2, man. They took a L on Thursday night against the San Francisco 49ers. And going into it, I talked about it. The 49ers are a great team. But there's still some things that I've seen on this offense, still some things I've seen on this team that it makes me wonder if we're going to get any better altogether, man. If you're new to the channel, man, subscribe down below. Road to 10K is still active, man. Like the video. Comment down below your thoughts on the video. And we're going to dive straight into this L, man. So the San Francisco 49ers are probably the best team, if not top 3 team in the NFL at the moment. Great defense, great offense, have weapons, all that good stuff. Heading into it, we were already undermanned. And I even think if we were fully healthy, it would have been interesting because this game was close, believe it or not, in the third quarter. It was a close game. We were down by 5 at one point. And the Giants end up, in fourth quarter fashion, end up losing the game. The score looks a lot worse than it actually was, and we were close at one point. But the Giants were down Andrew Thomas, Saquonbarkley, Azeez Ojulari, Ben Bredesen, Deonte Banks ends up going out. We were down some players, man. And even if we were fully healthy, it would have been a little bit different, but who knows what the outcome would have been. I think this team showed that they can stick around, but we need to see a lot more than that. And if I'm going to say like what am I most disappointed in for this past game, the offense. And now I understand we're starting Josh Ezeudu at left tackle. Shane Lemieux plays left guard, and listen, I've been done with Shane Lemieux for years now. I mean, we drafted him 2-3 years ago. Man has barely stayed on the field, and even on the field, you can go sit back down. We sit down Mark Lewinsky, McKeithen at right guard. We were undermanned, and Daniel Jones was undermanned for people trying to protect for him, but Daniel Jones didn't look too great either. It's hard to operate when you have an offensive line that's not able to protect you, when you're getting pressured at the rate that he is. It's hard to operate. But there was some missed throws, and I'm not going to kill him for it. Quarterbacks miss throws all the time. It's just there's still a lot of the fandom for the Giants that are still not fully in on Daniel Jones. So when we see missed throws, it's like the end of the world. It's kind of like every single game he's still up for debate on whether he should be our quarterback, which is crazy because, believe it or not, he's under contract. He's going to be here. So might as well embrace him while he's here. But it feels like every single game it's going to be about whether Daniel Jones proves that he should be our quarterback. So be it for all those fans. But listen, it's going to be hard to perform when you have those guys blocking for you. When you got guards being pushed right into your lap. I thought last year was bad. This year looks a lot worse. It looks a lot worse. I don't know if losing a Nick Gates and losing a Feliciano makes that big of a difference. But shoot, man, it's rough. Now, JMS did look strong in that touchdown that the only touchdown we scored. He had a really good block when he went up to the linebacker and sealed him off. But other than that, on the offensive side of the ball, it's tough to really look at and be happy about. Now, Jalen Hyatt barely got any snaps. No targets, no nothing. After doing what he did in the Cardinals game, after giving us life, I expected him to at least be on the field a lot and try to make some plays for him. Now, I understand he's definitely a burner in terms of running down the field. Can we get a screen pass? Can we get a jet motion or something? Like, can we do any of those things? And I'm not a coach. I don't get paid the big bucks. But this is just me game planning, and trying to think about how can we get this guy involved. Because clearly, he has the speed that can hit a home run at any time. And after a play that he made against the Cardinals, after the couple plays that he made, to not see any targets is just crazy to me. And once again, we can't have deep shots if we don't have enough time to let those players run down the field. So I don't blame him. But I wish I did see a couple of difference makers. Wan'Dale Robinson did come back. He had a couple catches. Paris Campbell came back. I said this going into the season that Paris Campbell needs to play better than what Richie James did last season. And right now, Paris Campbell has not shown anything, in my opinion. He hasn't shown much. In terms of after making plays after you catch the ball, trying to get some extra yardage, I haven't seen nothing from Paris Campbell yet. So I know there's a lot of negative things to talk about, man. On the defensive side of the ball, there is some good things to talk about. Guys like Michael McFadden, he was all over the place, and even everyone was talking about him during the game, having tackles for losses, tackling McCaffrey left and right, being in coverage. McFadden played well. Now, other guys like Xavier McKinney, other guys like Kayvon Thibodeau, you want them to step up even more. You want them to make more plays. We got after Brock Purdy, but we can never finish it off, and that was a problem. We were able to get him under pressure. He was chucking up some throws, and that's when being a Giants fan, we've seen this for a very long time. When balls are getting batted up in the air and they're catching them, yeah, we're not winning that game. We're not. For us, Daniel Jones has 3 interceptions. He has 4 total, but 3 interceptions are from guys missing it with their hands, getting batted up in the air, and someone else catching it. But for the 49ers, anyone who's playing against the Giants, somehow, some way, if the ball ends up in the air, the Giants are not coming down with that. We can't get a turnover for anything, let alone get sacks. We can't get a turnover for nothing. It's tough to watch. It's tough to watch when you know that teams are able to make these game-changing plays against you guys, but you can't force nothing. You have to play mistake-free football in order to win a game. Last year we did that. This year it hasn't gotten off to a good start. And now, granted, we went up against really good teams. We're only in week 3, about to be week 4 next week. We played the 49ers and we also played the Cowboys. You know what the Cowboys defense is? We know what the San Francisco football team altogether is. They're really good teams in the NFC. So at least, you know, the main thing to take away from this is knowing that we're not one of the top teams in the NFC as much as we thought we could have been. That's how I felt after week 1. And now after week 3, it just repeats itself. We're just not on that level. We're not on that level to compete. Would a Saquonbarkley make a difference? Maybe a little bit. But do I think we would have won that game? Because shoot, he doesn't play defense. That wasn't going to stop anything. Xavier McKinney, I'm looking for plays made out of you in a contract year. Not seeing much. Kayvon Thibodeau, you did get a sack, and I think it was a coverage sack. And I'm not holding him to a high prestigious level, right? I just want to hear your name called, and I'm just not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. You weren't going up against Trent Williams every single play. I want to see you be a difference maker. Prime time is your time, and week 1 and week 3, I just haven't seen much. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Kayvon Thibodeau so far. I know he's a big topic right now, especially with what he said about fans. I'm not on board for that either, but yeah, man. I mean, now we don't have any football till Monday Night Football against the Seahawks, right? Should we win that game? Absolutely. There's no reason we should not win that game. The Seahawks are a team that, you know, they can score a lot of points, but I think we can't match up with them, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough because I know there's going to be people on here that's like, hey, man, offensive line can't do nothing. Our DBs, we have rookie DBs that's going to have to guard Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, JSN. I don't know if JSN's back yet from that wrist injury, but all I know is, you know, they have a talented wide receiver group, and we saw what happened last year when we played them. Now, the Giants, if they want to prove that they can be a team that can at least hang with some guys, they have to win this game. The following couple weeks, it's not going to get any easier. Playing teams like Miami and Buffalo, it's not going to get any easier. So they need to go out there, prove it to the Seahawks, get a dub out there. And yeah, man, we knew the schedule was tough. We knew the first couple games, the first 7 games were going to be rough because there were a lot of away games, a lot of primetime, switch around games. But the Giants need to go out there and show why they can perform, why they added these pieces. I need Waller to get a touchdown. I need Waller to get a couple catches, man. It's not enough. What I saw towards the end of the game is not enough. Once again, I'll remind you, it was a close game in the middle of the third quarter. It was a close game. So, Giants have some things to improve on. Giants need to get some guys healthy. And I don't see, you know, a guard that's going to step up and actually be able to block somebody anytime soon. You know, I did see that Justin Pugh went up and he went out and worked out for us, possibly joining the team. I'm not expecting much. There's a reason why he's a free agent. That's all I got to say. But who knows, man? All I know is it's tough right now. We got to take this L. Listen, there's going to be a tough game overall. I had them penciled in to lose this game in the preseason anyways. So they need to go into week 4, take care of business against the Seahawks. They have enough time to retool, enough time to game plan, and get things done, man. You guys let me know how y'all feel about the Giants right now. Comment down below. Subscribe. Road to 10K. It's still active, man. Like the video. I will have more content coming out there. I will be live next week as well, man. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't seen my other videos, I got more videos to the left. Let's go, Big Blue. On to week 4. Peace.